Hello, you're watching the Diary of World Nomad Games on Kazakh TV. Today we'll talk about the places where the Nomads play. We will begin, of course, with the gorge Kyrchyn, located 50 kilometers away from Cholpon-Ata. This area has its own special and unique atmosphere. I think you will understand why. Hundreds of performances, competitions, masterclasses, songs and dances, and of course, sports. On huge platforms stretched in the gorge, there were competitions on Ordo, archery, national hunting with birds. For many athletes, participation in games was akin to victory.
Это на реконструкция на костюм на 9-10 век.
This is a reconstruction of the 9th, 10th century costume of the Magyar nomads. Ornament on the belts is called a torso. On the saber, these are all attributes of the ancient nomads.
Древний мадяр кочевник на 10 век.
Сабля настоящая, я так понимаю?
Да, да.
Могли бы вы ее вытащить, если несложно?
The saber is real, it's even sharpened. In general, we have a lot of people who are engaged in this ethnic sport. In Majaristan, there is a traditional sport, bow and arrow.
Люди, кто занимается вот этим спортом, Маджаристан это у нас национальный спорт, лук, традиционный лук и лук атпен.
There are those who fight on sabers and engage in other kinds of sports of nomads. We win medals in every game.
Саблями и другой кочевник спорт. И очень много людей занимается. Каждый такие игры, мадяри, самые много медалями.
For several days, Kyrchyn became a tourist center of Kyrgyzstan. The atmosphere that reigned on the picturesque hills took all the guests back to hundreds of years ago. The organizers created a unique opportunity to see firsthand the life and habitat of nomads. According to the most conservative estimates, more than 50,000 tourists visited the ethnic city during the games.
It's really nice. The people are really nice to us. Like when we were going around the bazaar, everyone was like very nice, wanting to talk blades, tell us stuff.
We didn't realise it would be so big. Like we were just picturing a few yurts and like a few games, but it's massive. It's
even we didn't expect it.
Really?
No,
yeah,
really?
yeah. It's amazing and it's free. Like I can't believe it.
Colorful scenery, impressive wooden structures, ethnobar, and thousands of yurts divided by rates. Ethnatown is like a time machine.
Have you heard about this World Nomad Games before?
Yeah, that's why we're here. We've come from miles to see this. I like the birds. Yeah, I like seeing the big eagles really up close. We saw in the opening ceremony that the UK have a team, and there were some big burly Scottish boys in kilts, so we'd quite like to see what they're participating in. Yeah, it was good. Quite like to see that. I don't know what they're doing here. Tug of war, maybe?
Do you support them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kyrchyn is a very small sports town, especially it is felt during the games. For all spectators, sports is also entertainment here. We will try our forces on such an attraction. This is an ordinary horizontal bar, but here you need to hang at least 1 minute and 35 seconds.
Это только снаружи кажется, что это просто.
In fact, the crossbar is spinning, and it's not very easy to hang even for a minute. No, it's already hard. More than 1,000 yurts are spread over 7 hectares of the Ethnatown. They were assembled for speed. The record was set by the team from Osh. 6 people installed 1 yurt in 7 minutes, 18 seconds. Hippodrome in Cholpon-Ata, the main local landmark. It was here that the opening and closing ceremonies were held, as well as the Kokboru, Ernish and horse racing competitions. Local stands accommodate up to 10,000 people. By the way, the entrance to all competitions was free absolutely to everyone. As for the racecourse, it is considered one of the best in Central Asia. The construction was built in 2016, specifically for the Second World Nomad Games. The hippodrome cost the local treasury a tidy sum, more than 1 billion soms. At the current games, the Cholpon teams competed here. Racehorsing and competitions on Arenish took place here too. In ancient times, competitions for these kinds of sports gathered a large number of spectators. After a while, there is still interest in them. On the contrary, for the first time, horses from far abroad participated in the competition for horse racing, and the company from Great Britain acquired the rights to broadcast games on Cholpon-Ata.
Нас интересует в первую очередь иноходцы.
We are primarily interested in horse racing. I am doing a little bit of this thing.
Да, конечно, конечно.
We support our athletes from Kazakhstan. Some of them I know personally.
Приедет из Казахстана, некоторых я спортсменов знаю.
It's great. It's really interesting. Yeah, there's so many things going on that I never saw before, like a lot of horseback games and different games and all of the like cultural activities. Yeah, it's amazing.
Another place like it in the world, and it's a great place, you know, to come to Central Asia. It's a great excuse. Yeah.
In the competitions held at the racetrack, Kazakhstan wrestlers won 5 silver medals in the Arenish. The Cholpon team became the third, and the horse named Dichato won gold at a distance of 2 kilometers and 400 meters.
Это очень хорошее мероприятие, которое, пожалуй,
This is a very good event. It unites all people. We watch how the French and Americans play the Cholpon with a great pleasure and joy. We must popularize these types of sports. For the whole world to know, they must know about it.
Эти виды, чтобы весь мир знали, они должны знать, обязаны.
Here, hundreds of athletes from different countries celebrated the victories and had their defeats. The martial arts hall hosted competitions in 14 types of national wrestling. Among them are Kazakh wrestling, Kyrgyz wrestling, and archery. It is noteworthy that there is a press center in the same building. Let's go and see. And here's the press center. The place has become home to more than 500 journalists. It is from here that materials about the games of Nomads are sent to the different points of the planet. The current games have gathered a record number of journalists. Many did not hide their joy from staying on the Ethno Olympics.
It's my second time to be in the Nomad World Games. I was in 2016 here, and it was very nice, amazing, and it improved a lot, and the gather is big.
Table games of Nomads are held in one of the local boarding houses of the suburb of Cholpon-Ata, and there are several rules. First of all, you need to take off your shoes and make yourself feel at home. Second of all, you cannot make noise here, because very important games are held 5 meters away from here. You can monitor them through those monitors. And on the other side, someone seems to be training. Let's have a look. Here players in Ovary and Mangala trained. These games have similar rules, but they originated in different countries. If Mangala was first played in Turkey, then the birthplace of the Ovary is the African continent.
After learning Owale, we've also taught our fellow members Owale. But since we've just learned Mankala and Tagus Kolgu, when we go back, we are going to encourage other Ugandans to also start playing Tagu, Kolgu, and Mangala.
An regional Olympics of steppe inhabitants fulfilled its main mission. It heated the interest towards nomadic civilization even more, and far beyond the CIS. In the next program, we will tell you about the brightest sportsmen of the World Nomad Games.